Hey you guys, I hope you're ready for phase two. I just have a couple things I want to explain about the different projects that you're going to have during phase two. So let's start by going into the phase two course. It is the one that says student content, and it's got this beautiful rack of pipettes, which I know are your favorite. So let's go in there, and then I'm going to click to student view if it quits moving, so that you can see what it should look like from your point of view. So when you come in, you'll be on the home screen and you'll have two projects listed. The first is a management project. This is going to count as 200 points toward your management course grade. And then the other project is going to involve a couple different things during your project week. So two different things, lots of media lab. So the first one is exam simulator daily of 10 questions. So when you come to this assignment, you're going to, each of the 9 weeks that you're out on rotation, you're going to be doing each of 5 days during those weeks. You're going to be doing exams of 10 questions in Media Lab, corresponding to whatever you're rotating through. So for example, if you're in chemistry and urinalysis, those 2 weeks, you're going to have a total of 10 days that you're going to be taking a Media Lab exam simulator of 10 questions each. So for chemistry, you're going to have 10 questions, separate exam, and then for urinalysis, during those same 2 weeks, you're going to have 10 questions those days. So that means you get to choose which 5 days of those weeks you want. So if you want to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, awesome. If you want to do Monday through Friday, great. You get to choose, but you cannot save these up and do them all on one day. This is designed to allow you repetition so that you can recall the information, get exposed to it more often, apply it more often, so that you get more comfortable with taking the exam. And it also helps you build up your difficulty level so that when you're taking the computer adaptive testing in the MLS exam, which you're going to be doing second semester. Right now, we're just getting you used to working in Media Lab. Then you can more easily build up your difficulty level. So chemistry and urinalysis, you're actually going to have 2 exams of 10 questions each of 5 days. And then if you're in micro, for those 3 weeks that you're in micro, 5 days each week, 10 questions for micro. If you're in virology, you want you to take 10 questions that include virology. Molecular and tox are going to have separate assignments, so we'll talk about that more during orientation when I meet you next week. Any other rotations that you're working on during phase 2, focus on lab operations for those 10 questions each day. And then each of those days, you're going to upload a screenshot. And this assignment, you have unlimited attempts to upload your file. And I would like to see these every day that you do them. Don't save those up for the end of the week either. Take your screenshot, upload it, done, boom. Why are we having you do this? It's not just busy work. The goal of this assignment is to keep the information fresh in your mind, to get you accustomed to taking the exams that have similar wording to what the board exam is, and to increase your level of difficulty of questions. Because the more you read them, the more you learn, the higher your level of difficulty. And what we have found with our students is, in order to pass the board exam, you need a difficulty level of about 6.5 with a passing score on your exams of about 70%. If you can do that, chances are you're going to pass the board exam. All right, so now you know the why. So let's go into Media Lab because some of you have not logged in yet. I'm going to go ahead and log in as a student. So that you can see from your point of view what it's going to look like. So when you come in, this is Akron Children's exam simulator, so use that login, not Suma's. This exam simulator, you've got the options of quite a few different things. Next semester, we're going to have you start taking the computer adaptive test, so keep that in mind. And then this semester, you're going to come down here to selected areas. And when you're in chemistry, then you're going to click chemistry. Come down here, make sure this is 10 questions, although you can change it. So if you want to do more, but it needs to be 10 at least. And then your review mode, you've got a couple different options. You can either have it in test mode, where it gives you a time limit, and you can go back and finalize your answer, or go back and change your answer before finalizing the exam, but you don't get feedback on your answers until the end. Or you can do it in review mode, where you don't have a time limit and you get feedback immediately after each question. Your choice, I don't care which one, but just choose one and do 10. And then you're going to click Start Exam Simulator Session. And you can read this if you like, but up here is your Start button to start the exam. So we'll click Yes, and I am not going to read these because I just want to get to the end where we can see where it is that I want you to focus your concentration afterwards, and where to get your score so that you can take your screenshot to load that into Canvas. So when you get to this screen, you can still go back, or you can use these prompts to jump back to the questions that you might want to review and try to answer. When you're finished, you click Finish Exam, and then it will show you which ones you got correct and which ones you got wrong. And then you can click on any of them and open it up. It will tell you what the correct answer is in yellow, and then it will tell you why it's correct. This is super, super important because we can't obviously cover all the information in the limited time that we have. So this is just another source of information for you to learn what you need to learn in order to pass your board exam. So, and down here it tells you the difficulty level of this particular question. This is a 4, and I think they go up to 8 or 9 level difficulty. So once you've reviewed everything there that you want to review, you click this summary button. It'll take you back, and then you're going to click here where it says see your results. And this is what I want you to screenshot and upload so that I know that you took it in chemistry, for example, what your score was this session, and then I'm not so much interested in these, but I would like to see improvement each time you take it, because that's the point of this thing, to get you to a higher difficulty level. So then you're going to screenshot that and then come back to Exam Simulator and upload that here 5 days each week that you're on rotation. You don't have to worry about doing these during Thanksgiving week because you're off. You also don't have to worry about doing them during winter break. But if you're so inclined and you want to do extra, please feel free. I'm not going to penalize you for that. That's just, but you're not going to get bonus points either. So just, it's for your own edification. All right. So that's that project. And I'm going to move myself out of the way and leave student view. And come to the home screen. So it's got a mind of its own. We just finished talking about this. This, like I said, is your management grade, so that's going to be 200 points that we're going to add into your management grade at the end of the year. You do not want to lose these points. So, if you do not do every session, you may not earn the points. And that's going to hugely impact your management grade, so please make sure that you do it. The other thing that you're going to be doing is actually during your project week. So those 5 days that you've got a project, we have something new that we want you to do. One is using Cell Atlas so that we can get you ready for hematology. And Cell Atlas is an app that you'll download on your phone, and I'll show that to you here in a minute. But that same week, those same 5 days, you're also going to be doing more exam simulators this time 50 questions. And your 50 questions, when you go into selected areas, you're going to put a check mark next to chemistry, a check mark next to urinalysis, check mark next to micro, and check mark next to lab ops. I forgot to show you where virology was. Let's go back and see that. So I'm going to exit here, and let's say we're going to do another one. So we'll go to selected areas. Under microbiology is where you're going to find the section that has some virology in it. So if you pop this open, then you've got a virology section here. So this is what we want you to do as your virology week exam simulator. And then during your project week exam simulator, you're going to come in here and you're going to click chemistry, you're going to click micro, and you're going to click urinalysis, and you're going to click lab operations. And then take a 50 question exam. Again, you can choose whichever mode you want, don't care, but then start the exam and then upload your screenshot of your score at the end of that as well. So that's what this assignment is. And the points that you're earning for this, you're going to earn 150 points total. But we're going to split it up, 50 points for chem, 50 points for urinalysis, and 50 points for BACT. All right? Because you're already earning 200 points for management or lab ops from your other one. So that is this portion of your project week. The other portion, as I mentioned, is Cell Atlas. So let me see if this will let me go to full screen. All right. So Cell Atlas is an app on your cell phone. And do I have it pulled up here? There we go. Let me go back. So you are going to download this onto your smartphone, and you are going to use this to study. So this first section here, this Cell Atlas, if you click that, sorry, I do not have an autofocus webcam, but you open it up, it's going to give you different areas that you're going to use to study. You'll click one of those open, and then it will give you pictures, and then if you click that open, it will give you a description of what that cell is. So you're going to use this and study, and then you're going to go back to this home screen here, and you're going to click Cell Quiz, and you're going to do 10 cell quizzes each day. So you're going to come in here and you'll click play. It will tell you at the bottom what kind of cell you need to identify, and then you need to choose from the pictures which one it is. And I think it's this one. It'll turn green if you got it right. It'll be red if you got it wrong. And you get 60 seconds to take each quiz, which is why I want you to do 10 each day. And if you get it wrong, it subtracts time, I believe. Let's see if I got it wrong. And I think it took some time away. So it definitely is to your advantage to get the, oh, and you have to keep going until you get it right. Look at that. Guess I should have read it. So do you see how far down my timer is now? So take your time, try to identify them correctly. But at the end of each quiz, you need to take a screenshot of your score. And then after you have those 10 done for that day, whichever one is your high score, you're going to upload into Canvas for that day, for that project week. So you've got 2 things each day to upload. One is your high score from your Cell Atlas cell quiz, and the other is your score from your 50 question exam simulator. Okay? This, let me go back to this. You are going to earn 100 points toward your hematology grade for next semester. So don't skip this either. And it's only 1 week, but we feel this is super important to lay the foundation so that you're not coming in totally blind with what the cells look like when we start talking about, hematopoiesis and leukopoiesis and leukemias and all that different stuff. This will help set the foundation for you so that you at least know what kind of cell we're talking about. And then when we get to hematology phase 1 on lab days, we're going to start each lab day with a cell quiz. And this is going to give you the opportunity to earn gold stars. And we're still trying to figure out, exactly how that's going to work. But the 5 best scores for each lab day are going to earn gold stars. And those gold stars then at the end of phase 1 are going to earn bonus points that you can use on your heme final. Okay, so we're not setting it up as like a cell bowl kind of thing with like the brackets like the Super Bowl has, which is what the national competition does. We want everyone to have the opportunity to come at it fresh with each competition and be able to improve and potentially be in the top 5 so that you can earn some gold stars. So be prepared for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But that is it for here. So you'll be uploading those high scores or good scores, your best scores, which is actually probably the lowest time. And that will earn you 100 points. So that is it for these 2 projects. Of course, if you have questions, let me know. But I wanted to put these in here just as a reminder in case you forgot after orientation what these 2 projects are about. They're big projects, they're worth a lot of money, and they're worth a lot of points. No money, I can't give you money. But they're super important to get you to the point where you will succeed on the board exam. And they'll help with your exams in the program as well. So, all right. I think I've babbled enough. Enjoy. I will see you next week for phase 2 orientation.